fucking probably just wanted to sink the fucking ship.
Oh, Mikey Betts!
What is it? You know I'm a fucking night owl.
I want it in.
I want it out.
I want it in.
Because I live rent-free in his head. See, he's a pathetic loser. He's always been a loser.
I could beat the Devils with Jenks and Mikey Betts.
What's up, boys?
All right, welcome to the show. It's a Thursday. Juan Soto's sending pictures from Aruba. I'm pretty sure that he'll be meeting up in a few days with Aaron Judge when he gets down there. I mean, the Yankees. You know, Yankee fans shouldn't feel that bad. And I'll tell you why. The Toronto Blue Jays look like a team that could legitimately win the World Series. And this will mean a chance for Don Mattingly, one of their all-time heroes, the Blue Jays bench coach, to get his first World Series ring.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the bright side. I mean, come on.
That's a good spin.
Aaron Boone is a buffoon. Jazz hands. And hit the end of the game there. Jazz hand. Yeah, you know, he had that home run that tied the game, that gave him the lead the other day. But jazz hands. You know, jazz hands don't feel the ball cleanly.
Frank, I just want to give a couple thoughts and prayers to our guy, Wyatt, the intern of the Yak and the Mostly Sports, was part of Fleming Enterprises. He is going through it. Do you guys hear a quacking sound? Is there a quacking? Is somebody quacking?
Sorry, it's probably me with my thing. Is it this?
Bro, are you kidding me?
I'm under stress, brother. I just need it.
I
Sorry.
get it. No, I get it.
I get a punching bag or something.
Yeah, you get a fair slate today. I just did not know what that was. I thought somebody was stepping on
Wyatt caught Flamentia probably more quickly than anyone I've ever seen. But yeah, he's a deranged Yankee fan.
Yeah. He is going through it right now. I don't think we'll hear from him speak for about 2 months, but yeah.
Yankees. Janis Joplin, Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, New York Yankees, Jim Morrison, dead at 27.
Frank. Nobody's happier to see the Yankees lose. Nobody's more happier than Frank.
You know,
and Big Papi.
You know, when you watch the Yankees, they could watch there should be games on the History Channel because that's all they ever talk about is their history.
Yeah, it's true.
And the problem is this, and this is the bottom line: the Yankees will never win a World Series as long as Aaron Boone, or should I say Aaron Buffoon, is the manager.
Yeah, he's a dork. But you got to give it to the Blue Jays, Frank. The Blue Jays.
Oh, Blue Jays played great. They did the Vlad the Impaler.
They just can't stop hitting. They are so good at hitting.
I mean, I think no matter who wins that Game 5 tomorrow between the Mariners and the Tigers, I think the Blue Jays are probably a favorite. They're going to have the home field edge in the ALCS.
I think the Mariners could win the World Series, though.
I'd love that, though. I'd love that. Mariners, the only team that's never been to the World Series. They had a chance to close out yesterday, couldn't do it. But we'll see if they going home for Friday, if they can get the Game 5 win. National League, Dodgers, it look like they finally hit their stride. But they did lose last night. Kyle Schwarber hit one to the San Fernando Valley.
He is so good.
Clayton Kershaw, who came out of the bullpen. Clayton Kershaw is one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Had like one good postseason, but he is like one of the worst postseason pitchers in baseball history. Yeah. For as great of season career as he's had, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, and this is the end of his career. He routinely just gets hammered in playoff games. And the Cubs, they stay alive.
I was going to ask you a question. Do you think that Counsell's a fraud?
Yeah,
Me too.
I remember when you wanted the Mets to get him. Wasn't he your top choice?
he was, but
He turned out to be a fraud. Like and Frank, you would hate him because of his reactions to stuff. Have you ever heard his interviews?
no, but it couldn't be worse.
Sounds
than
like he's
Carlton
got a cold.
Belton.
24/7, like 365. He's yeah, we'll see how it goes. He like coughs and sniffles the whole fucking time. It's so annoying.
I think you're going to see. I think we're going to see the NLCS set up after today. I don't see either the Cubs or Phillies forcing a Game 5.
I don't see I mean, I'm gonna root for the Cubs. Let's just stay alive. But we can't hit. We can't pitch. I mean,
And like I said, of all the teams left, the two teams I want to see play in the World Series are the Brewers and Mariners. I think that would be a awesome World Series. Fox will be crying.
well, Pat Murphy's a good manager. He's a great manager.
I also think I feel for the people in Seattle that just had the Sonics ripped away from them, and I was kind of ignorant to the fact that the Mariners have never won. So those fans, I would really be happy for.
They had
They do
the
have the Seahawks. They had the Seahawks.
Thank
win.
you. That's a
Yeah.
good correction. That's a good
and
correction.
whatchamacall had a decent dynasty mid 2010s if you count MLS.
I don't.
I don't. Yeah, me and Jenks do not count MLS. You don't either, Frank.
Yeah, I know. The funny thing about the MLS is NYCFC won a championship a few years ago. Nobody even remembers. They're getting a
Exactly.
soccer stadium across the street from Citi Field. Nobody cares.
Well, Frank, it's hard to remember something you didn't even notice happen in real time. You know?
The funny thing is with and it's just because if you like soccer, MLS is like watching the UFL.
Yeah, it's
Where
for
you,
what are we
where
watching?
you turn over and you watch all these other leagues: Bundesliga, Serie A, and of course the EPL.
Mikey,
it's
why do you have any sense of why Frank sometimes randomly uses the word turn with a T when he usually says churn? Always throws me off. I'm like, why did he say it correctly this time?
Frank, are you working on your grammar?
No,
Okay. I don't have an answer then. I
I guess just a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. Sorry,
I mean,
Frank, go on.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of like I didn't even notice. I'm kind of zoning out because this is like the first time I've seen Frank just happy for the first 8 minutes of the podcast. It's been very nice.
The chat's
and,
rattled.
I don't know how.
Rattled.
Yeah, I think the chat's rattled. I'm rattled. Frank, you're in a good mood. Devils play today.
yeah. And I tell you what, the Devils. That first 10 games is gonna be brutal.
1, 2,
Fine, just get
3.
through the 10 games. Try to go 4-6, and then see what you could do.
It is a brutal stretch. I looked at their they did. I mean, I could go. They haven't won a game in Carolina in years.
Yeah.
In years, and of course the Panthers are one of the best teams in the league. I think the Panthers are the team that just is that they can't beat. That's gonna be the team that one day they're gonna have to figure out how to beat them to have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. And then they did
Score more goals.
Well, it's a lot tougher than that.
Wow.
But then they play the Lightning. They play the appropriately enough, they play in Columbus on Columbus Day. Then they come home and they play their first 2 home games are against the 2 teams that have been to the last 2 Stanley Cup Finals.
Frank, I have a question. Do you see and or give a flying fuck about the beautiful agenda Mikey has there on the side? Just curious.
No,
I'm
but
not
he just
just
mentioned-
curious.
I brought it up.
mentioned the
That is
Devils.
my fault. That is my
Okay,
fault.
okay.
I brought it up.
But I am
brought it up.
curious. I don't know, Frank. Do you ever look at that thing?
I do look at it.
Okay.
And sometimes we go out of order.
I,
That's
I,
Going
fine.
out of order.
I do know.
Let's
Today we
try to.
we opened with a bullet that didn't exist, and then we jumped to 4.
You are 1,000% right. Let's try to get back on it. Frank, let's talk about this because this has been. We've been friends for 6 years now. I've been trying to get you to get an iPhone for about 6 years now. and it's been what 6 years now. So you're finally getting an iPhone. How do you feel?
I still don't know how to feel about it. You know, honestly,
You're gonna feel like a brand new man.
This phone is going through it now. It really is.
It's been going through it, Frank.
Well, Frank,
I've seen you punch it, throw it. I've seen you do all kinds of shit. To that thing.
Now, like the case is broken, and when I try to turn on the phone, it takes forever to get the phone to actually turn on. It won't like turn on for me.
So the good news is today's the day. Some of our
And when I
wonderful
went to
colleagues are
AT&T
going to go.
store, they didn't give me any help, so
We don't need to go back. We don't need to go back. We're going forward. And now when Frank wants to, for example, send me a 20-second video that he's recorded, he no longer needs to wait to get to Wi-Fi, upload it to his G drive, and then send it to me via email, which, by the way, is how anything I post that Frank sent me, that is how he has to send it to me. So he can just text me the video now. It's going to be great, Frank.
The thumbnail game and the TikTok game is going to change my life. And I am so happy for that. It's going to be so easy
for you, Mikey.
we'll see how we'll find the Apple store. We'll see which one's close by, and we'll get this
one,
going.
Frank. This is the newest one, and this is the best one you can get. This phone has changed my life. I just got it last week. It's changed my life. It's great.
No free ads.
No free ads. But this is probably the best iPhone you can get.
You're going to drive their sales way up.
Buckin knows it. You go to AT&T stores in New Jersey. You have the phone. You're on your own.
Well, are you still going to have AT&T?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're still going to have AT&T, but you're just going to have an iPhone. It's going to be like the thing about the iPhone is if you get calls that are unnoticed, it'll just assume that it's a spam call, or if it's just it has the robocall area code, it'll just it'll not ring. It'll just go straight to voicemail.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't happen with this damn phone.
Well, yeah, I know, because it's not an Apple. But this is good. Apple, you're the Big Apple, the Mets, the Big Apple, your phone, it's a Big Apple. This is good. Maybe this might break some kind of Mets curses. You getting an iPhone?
Unlikely. I hear that they're looking at Nathaniel Lowe play Mark Vientos at first base. Mark Vientos is kind of like a king. He only is able to move one square at a time.
Like so you've hit that joke like 4 times.
Mets having next year 489 errors.
It's Devils opening day. We're doing Mets stress.
Oh, he just mentioned it.
Yeah, come on, Mikey.
That's all. That's my fault. Yeah, and yeah, this is the worst fear I have about the iPhone. The FaceTimes. Frank is going to be FaceTiming us left and right. You know that, right?
I'm not. I don't answer FaceTimes.
I don't know how to do FaceTime.
It's easy. I'll show you. I'll FaceTime you as soon as you get an iPhone tomorrow.
It's an invasion of privacy. It's like trying to teleport into my house.
Yeah, Frank.
I actually rather you not FaceTime me. I'm not. I'm actually not
old school.
Really, I don't really dig FaceTime.
You never had it, so I'm going to FaceTime
I dig
you.
That, Frank. I dig that.
I'm excited. I'm excited to FaceTime Frank.
We'll block Mikey's FaceTimes. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, Jenks just got me in the shower this morning. So he's like,
I'm in New York. Mikey's in Chicago. Before anybody clips that.
Yeah, and I sent him a picture of me in the shower this morning. So just the head with the hair.
Say less, buddy. Just say less.
Yeah. I got see. That's my problem. Is I just keep talking and I say things that are just shouldn't be on the air. But here I am.
Also, Mikey's a terrible texter, and I guess he catches up on his text while he's showering, which is just the most Mikey. But he's not washing himself with soap; he's catching up on text.
I'm very dry on text. I come off as a douchebag, and I apologize all the time because I know I do, and I tell you all the time. I text like an asshole.
Well, no, it's more response time than the substance of the responses, but all good. We all have our faults.
This is the second or third one that came up today. So just really quick, I just want to give a quick update on it. I am doing all right. Let me find this from the doctor.
Is there anything visible?
No, I don't want to show it. It's fine now. I don't want to show it, but there's a picture out there that I have, and it's disgusting looking.
Nice.
But yeah, let me just show everybody how the gout looks. I know people are concerned. So let me just, I mean, when you see a play like this,
Can you make that bigger?
yeah. And I'll restart it because, let's turn off the sound. I mean, a beautiful pick, pop out, you fake the pass to Big Cat, and you just say, you know what, I have gout, I don't care. And you make a 3. When you do things like that and you win the game, gout just doesn't matter. And, I could be a guy, don't want to show my highlights, and I'm not a highlight guy, but, sometimes you just have to show it. And
To hit a game winner when you literally could not jump over a penny is impressive. I've never seen less of a vertical. He almost only moved horizontally.
I was hobbling.
You know you call that, Jenks?
A bishop, not a horse.
You know you call that?
A bishop, not a
Accidental
horse.
basketball.
Damn it.
Accidental basketball.
Oh,
Wait,
come on,
no, it's
Frank.
not.
It was a game-winning situation. They ran a pick and roll, and
That was a pick and pop,
he measured
Frank.
it up and took it. I think that was intentional basketball.
That was a pick and pop. I didn't drive to the lane and pass
Well,
it out.
I will give Mikey credit in this. If Joel Embiid had gout, he'd be out 3 to 4 months.
That's what I'm
For
saying.
anyone in Chicago that ever wants to fuck with Mikey, one of the weird things about Mikey, of all the weird things, is if you start talking shit to him about his basketball game, he kind of blacks out very quickly. Frank has seen this before. I won't go into details, but we were walking once in Chicago, and I think I almost got him to punch me in the face by accident.
So we got into it because Jenks beat me one-on-one the second time he was out there. I beat him the first time one-on-one he was
When
out
I was
there.
wearing snow boots.
And then, I was wearing I think I was wearing Air Forces, like Nike Air Forces.
Yeah, those are your game shoes.
Come on.
Well, I will put this to me. I got a nasty foot blister.
I will
Really?
put this to me.
Go on, Frank.
It's got it looks like a little pea pod on my left foot. It hurts a little bit, but
Pop it.
I don't know how to pop it. I'm trying to
Really?
figure that out.
I mean, you could just take like a little needle and pop it, or you could
This is a lot for the
pinch it and
morning,
pull it.
guys.
Pinch it and pull it.
I'm probably gonna see if I can find a needle. I don't know if I have any needles, and
Pinch it with your nails, Frank, and just pull it.
I don't have nails. I chew them off.
This is a donut dropper,
Grab a
coffee
fucking
spiller.
pair of
I mean,
pliers, drop them in
guys,
rubbing alcohol.
I'm going to
and
throw
pop
up all over myself. Please. What the fuck?
I'm just trying to walk through it.
that. Okay. Yeah, maybe you could pop it while walking.
Yeah, I do 20,000 steps a day.
And Frank,
Yeah.
do me a favor. Don't ever take medical advice from Mikey, for the love of God.
What do you mean? I'm in great health right now.
Just the two of you having a workshop on how to deal with his blister is fucking terrifying.
Now, of course,
Anytime I get a blister, I just pop it.
we were talking about the Devils season opening tonight in Carolina.
That's
They haven't won in like 5 years. But if they stay healthy, the Devils should be legitimately a second-round team at worst. I actually think the Carolina Hurricanes are probably going to win the East again. Well, I haven't won the East yet. I think the Florida Panthers, are going to miss the playoffs. I think the injuries they have and just the wear on their bodies will get to them. Of course, they don't have Kachuk until like Thanksgiving. Barkov, he tore his ACL, and they're talking that he could be back for the playoffs. That's not happening. So I think they're going to miss the playoffs. But the team I think is going to win the Stanley Cup, the Dallas Stars.
Why?
They got good goaltending, good defense, and they've had some good offensive punch. They've lost in the conference finals the last 2 years, so they're like knocking on the door. And I think this is the year the Dallas Stars get through.
Frank, rank the four major sports in order from least true to most true. Defense wins championships. That cliche, where does it hammer home most true? Baseball pitching, goaltending, basketball defense, football defense. Least important to most. Defense wins championships.
I'm going to say hockey's least.
Okay.
Yes, you do need defense and you do need a goalie, but you can just shoot. You could just have such a dynamic offense that you can't be stopped.
Okay.
I'm going to put basketball third because you do need offense. You do need good scorers, but if you don't have a good defense, you could be fucked. Although it's becoming less important all the time.
Yep, I'd agree.
I think this day and age, I think football will be second because you got a lot of offenses that could just carry you, but in the end of the day, when you need that defense to hold you.
Fangio.
Part of my formula is what team has the better pass rushers.
And then baseball,
Giants.
the Mets had 2 of the top 3 players in RBI in the National League this year.
Didn't matter.
They had 2 guys go 30-30.
Didn't matter.
They had 3 players with more than 30 home runs.
Didn't
You had
matter.
RBIs. In the month of August, they set a record for most runs they've ever scored in any month and went 11-17. The fact that they couldn't have a pitcher go more than 5 innings is why the Mets didn't make the playoffs.
Yep.
So if you don't have any pitching, you're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Cubs. The Cubs fucking stink right now, Frank.
I think that was a great breakdown, Frank.
Yeah, 100%. Should we go on to our second bullet point?
Yes.
Well, we just went. We just.
I know. I'm asking. I'm asking.
Frank, that wasn't a complaint.
Frank,
That was
come on, man, I'm just asking.
that was a lighthearted jab at ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's go to football.
All right. So,
Frank, do you
Go
have
ahead.
room in there just to give everyone a live impersonation of the Cardinals game? Someone in the chat already asked for a physical breakdown of what happened in the Cardinals game.
my buddy had $100 on the next touchdown to beat DeMarco or whatever the fuck his name is, the guy who dropped in the end zone.
Well,
$100. Thought he won it.
My survivor pool is dead. Killed by a guy named what was his name? What's his Mercado?
Yeah.
Mercado go get a new job.
So he's crossing the goal line and like doing this like do like this these flat the wings flapping, and he drops the football before crossing the goal line. And he the defender wasn't touching him. So the ball gets fumbled out the back of the end zone, touchback, and it would have been 28-6. Titans dead, but now it's still 21-6. Titans go down the field, and by the way, earlier in the game, Kyler Murray got hit in the face with a football just before the half. Would have at least gotten a field goal. Hit in the face. They actually checked him for concussion because he got hit in the fucking face with a fucking football and fumbled.
How does a quarterback get hit in the was it a direct snap to his face?
Yes, it was.
Well, when you're 5'3" as a quarterback and your center's used to hiking it to a normal sized quarterback, it's gonna hit his helmet sometimes.
I mean,
Yeah, it would have hit Joe Flacco in the belly button, and it
Yeah,
knocked
right.
Kyler Murray unconscious.
so Titans score. They missed their extra point. But then they get the ball back, go down the field. Cardinals intercept the ball. And the guy starts like celebrating, gets the ball knocked out of him. The ball gets bolted, kicked around on the field. And then one of the Titans guys lands in the end zone, touchdown,
Lock it.
and they won the game. They wanted to win the game with a game-winning field goal when DeMarcado dropped that football. And I was on the stream, that Yankee stream. I looked over and said, Titans are going to win this game. I live bet the goddamn thing and won $500. So at least my survivor pool died, but I won $500. So
Hey, fuck it, Frank. That's called a hedge bet, I guess.
He's
Yeah,
sending
that's
each of us $100, Mikey.
Yeah?
Post death.
Mikey wins more bets than I do. So
Yeah, you can
That's
fuck off.
true.
Fuck you, Mikey.
I did win a couple juicy ones this weekend, so we're riding high.
and well, we haven't talked about that. I don't know what you call that down in Miami. Miami was trying to do a show called Under the Sun and do like behind the scenes of like Miami Dolphin football. That's where you saw the slip and slide and the fun they're having in the practice. They released one episode on YouTube. They haven't released another one. Everyone's going to, well, what's going on? It is a. I think the word dumpster fire, clusterfuck, don't quite express just the absolute just absurdity and just mess that Dolphin football is right now.
Frank, can you do us a favor? Just get into character real quick. Mike McDaniel's entering the room. The Dolphins team is in front of you. What does Mike McDaniel say today for practice?
Hey guys, man, I tell you, man, we gotta wait another 20 minutes. I hear that Jalen's running late this morning. Man, man, I love all you guys. You guys are the greatest here. I think we're better than we are. It's what do you call that thing? We're not exactly around, but the football is kind of awful. I got some great schemes. I think when we're on the goal line, we get into a tush push, and then we do a flea flicker out of the tush push. I think it will blow people's minds, man. It'll blow people's minds.
Coach, what's the agenda today for practice?
I think we just go out there and have fun. I actually got. You won't believe this, man. You won't believe this, man. I think we're gonna play like we're gonna get in a huddle, and for team building, we're gonna play duck, duck, goose.
You got to hit the vape pen, Frank.
Give them all the Oscars. That was great.
I mean, this press conference does sound like me right after I hit the Benjamin in the morning, dude. I'll show it to you right now. This was crazy.
He was really frustrated at the it's like he's as I was, and
Frank was more coherent than this.
For the Chargers, and that was kind of the extent of it.
I mean,
that's hard to listen to.
He is 40 milligrams in on an
prediction.
Edible.
More
prediction,
or lightweight. Yep.
I think if the Dolphins get embarrassed, blow a lead, lose bad, don't look good, look fucked up.
So regular game.
Yeah. Against the Chargers this week in Miami, I think McDaniel will be fired. I think there's actually a better than 50-50 chance if the Dolphins don't play well on Sunday, then Mike McDaniel will not be the coach next week when we do our next podcast.
I'm going to say it. I'm not a political guy. Obviously, everyone knows me. Could you imagine? I would love a podcast between Kamala Harris and Mike McDaniel. Could you? Can you imagine that word salad podcast? That shit would be 4 hours about one subject.
Yeah, when you get onto the field, sometimes things happen, and it happens for a reason. I mean, I was talking to Tyreek Hill, and I thought he'd actually be devastated by the injury, but he just keeps saying, quoting that guy, Martin Luther King. He made that great speech. He talked about being free at last, free at last. Tyreek Hill was saying the same thing when his knee popped, and I couldn't believe it. I never seen anyone so happy to tear his knee. That makes you feel good for him. And everyone should feel good. We have good vibes here. Tua. He told me football. So he's able to say football. football, and that makes things so wonderful.
It would be a 4-hour podcast about nothing. It would be. I mean, I would love it. But yeah, back to the NFL.
The Miami Dolphins.
They
And
stink.
there's only one. You know, they have one win, and that one win came against the clown show in New York, the New York Jest, as in court jesters. I mean, they've played 5 games. They have not forced one turnover. They have not forced one turnover in 5 games. That has never happened in NFL history.
Frank, are you specifically saying forced, or is it they don't have any turnovers?
No, they just have plenty of turnovers. They turned the ball.
No. I'm saying, have they not recovered any? Meaning, like, no one's even just dropped a ball. So it's not just forced. They haven't gotten any turnovers.
Well, forcing a turnover is either getting an interception or forcing a fumble and recovering it.
I'm saying you could get a turnover on a non-forced fumble. Not all fumbles are forced.
They always call it like a forced fumble.
Incorrect.
Even though it's not.
Nope.
Well, the Jets have no turnovers.
Okay, there we go. We're back.
That's the best way to say it.
Okay.
It's a good way to say
They
it.
have not turned. The opponents have not turned the ball over against the Jets at all this year.
Which is remarkable. My point there, Frank, wasn't busting your balls. It's that they haven't even had an accidental turnover.
Yeah,
Which is insane.
Against the Dolphins,
Do the Bears play the Jets?
the Jets had 3 accidental turnovers. Last week, the Dolphins won the turnover battle 2-0 against the Panthers. And it
Two
was
titans of the
17-point
league.
lead. This running back, Rico Dowdle, who the fuck was this guy? Chuba Hubbard's hurt. This guy
Was on the Cowboys last year, Frank.
What?
He was on the Cowboys last year. He was
Yeah.
their backup for Zeke, and then he became their starter for a little bit.
It's probably good. He plays in the NFL.
Yeah, but he rushed for 200 yards, Mikey.
I know. I mean, you guys stink.
And the Chargers running back's hurt this week, Hampton. They got 2 backups. I picked up both backups for my fantasy teams.
All,
I know they- I
all
know they- I
11
know-
of them?
Teams are going to eat against. You know what I can't wait for? They're going to play the Falcons in a couple of weeks. By John Robinson might rush for 300 yards legitimately. And one thing that pissed me off the most about last week's Dolphin loss, I don't mind that they blew a 17-point lead. I know they suck. I don't mind they lost. I know they suck. But with 1:04 left on 4th down 3, they punted.
You pussy move.
Your defense is giving up 8 yards per carry.
This is the same guy that
And
used
you
to go.
punted.
He's the same guy that used to go for it on 4th and 2, 4th and 3 2 years ago.
Across all the sports, Frank is very consistent that if you're winning, you have to continue to play to win, never shift into playing not to lose.
This is down 3. This is down 3.
They were
with 1
down
minute
3
left.
and they punted.
Oh, that's even worse. That's just not trying to win.
That's like saying, well, our offense can't do it. The defense, 8 yards per carry in the second half, and you punted. You had no chance either way. You had a better chance on 4th down, and it was 4th and long. You had a better chance on 4th and long of a pass interference play giving you penalty, giving you first down.
Right.
Yeah, or Tua maybe actually hitting a first down. Brilliant concept. This quarterback that we're paying millions of dollars for, who sucks. The Dolphins are a cluster fuck.
What other
There's no
takeaways
other
from
way-
last weekend, Frankie?
What?
Or actually, Mikey, what do you got? What do you got on the Bears front? I know it was a bye week, but how are we feeling?
I feel good about the Bears. We just need to get our players practicing.
Sounds
last-
reasonable. You sound like
yeah.
Coach Gruden.
Yeah, these guys, Darnell Wright, right tackle is still not. He's just on the sidelines with the trainer. Our kicker's on the sidelines with the trainer. Brisker, our cornerback, is out. He's supposed to play this week. We'll see. And then Garrett right? Jarrett, Grady Jarrett is supposed to play, but he's not
The
practicing.
Bears might finish in last place with 8-9 record.
I know. I'm
That's
happy.
crazy.
With
They're in a tough division.
that. I'm happy
Also,
with that.
big shout out to Frank Walk's alum, great man Mike Vrabel, who went to Buffalo and just alphaed the shit out of them.
The Bills
Huge win.
didn't play. We're undefeated. The last undefeated team, by the way. Eagles also lost last week.
Cheers,
So
Frank.
72 keeps going. But, you know,
Grady Jarrett.
and then, by the way, this is the earliest I remember the Dolphins, 72 Dolphins being able to celebrate. I mean, week 5, I mean, it didn't even get to Columbus Day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But the Bills needed a loss. They need to get slapped upside the head. And the Patriots are a good team and might make the playoffs.
It'd be cool to see them back in the playoffs after a 4-year stint of nothing. 5 years.
Particularly with Vrabel, because I think going back to the end of the Belichick run, everyone, I mean, myself at least, thought it was obvious like Vrabel should be the guy. And now that he's there and seeing it start to work out.
Vrabel couldn't be the guy. He was already had a job in Tennessee.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying
Ayo was a good
the
coach.
circumstances weren't there. I'm just saying it felt like he would be the next guy in my mind. Like he felt like the right guy.
And
Yeah.
speaking of Belichick, woo!
Speaking
You
of series
can't quit.
canceled,
Here's my thing though, is like as a man, as a coach, as like as a leader, how are you gonna walk out on those like young men that are looking for guidance and somebody to coach you and they come there for
Mikey?
you, etc.
That was true of college sports 5 years ago.
I know.
With the transfer portals, it's a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
no. Just think about the CEOs that
I
take
heard
$40 million
someone actually say
raises
something
and
that-
fire
I heard someone
1,000
say
people.
that something that was
Cold world.
how vastly different professional football and college football are, and that Belichick was ill prepared to handle it. Bill Belichick is not a good picker of talent. He's always had a good general manager and good people around him. What he is he's a good game plan schemer. But when you're in college, you have to recruit. And in the NFL, you got all professionals. Everyone that plays in the NFL is the best in the league and the best in the world.
Right.
In college, you don't have that. You don't have an even playing field. So he just goes out and grabs these players, and what he has is a deficient roster, and he does it in his scheming isn't helping. His girlfriend isn't helping. It's a mess.
Whoa. Let's not get into people's personal lives. You know, that's not nice.
Well, yeah.
I don't think Frank.
Just think about this.
She's had no effect on him. He's been
Just think-
totally
just
the
think-
same,
Just think about this.
completely normal. You know, posting on Insta like he's just being Bill. Bill being
Just
Bill.
think about this.
That is, but you know what? I agree.
Took Mikey like 10 seconds. He was like, "What the fuck is he telling you?"
When the Patriots won their first Super Bowl, his girlfriend was in diapers.
All right, let's move on.
Think about
so
that.
No,
I mean,
I'm not going to think about that. Let's move on.
It's a weird relationship.
In
It's a
Italian, we
weird
would say
relationship.
basta, enough. Frank hears that a lot in the streets when I'm screaming at him.
Pasta
All
means
right,
crazy.
want to go to our picks this week?
Pazzo is crazy.
Pasto's crazy, yeah.
See.
Yeah,
Andiamo.
let's go. I think I went winless in college football.
I don't even track my college football picks. So for anybody watching, I think I'm very good at NFL and the stats back it up. College football is just a blind dart throw for me, just for the record. Want to be honest with the people.
Yeah, you weren't too
I'm
good
the
in
same
college
way with
football last week.
I base it off of my life experiences because I can't watch a full slate Saturday and Sunday.
Saturdays are. I have to give up one day of the weekend for my wife, so I'd rather do Saturday than Sunday. So I don't really watch college football.
You mean enjoy one day of the weekend with your wife? Just a little thing up on the
Yeah, but
language.
I'd rather not enjoy it with her on Sunday because it's football.
You see
Yeah.
a new commercial, the Dr. Pepper commercial? I don't think they showed it on professional. I don't think they showed it on the NFL. but they show it during college football. It's part of that.
I don't watch college football. I watch NFL. Mikey just said the same thing, so I don't think we saw it.
But it's part of like the state the Dr. Pepper commercials. So they drive off the wrong road, and they said, "Where's kickoff?" And they see that they're in Pro Town. He says, "Oh, we don't kick off on Saturday. We only go kick off on Sundays." And it's Jerry Jones.
That's funny.
Not that funny. Neither of us laughed.
I did love Jerry Jones flicking off the Jets fan. That was great.
That's great.
That was great.
Poor Jets fans. Should I do my pick?
Yeah. Frank,
Or-
are we not doing the standing boards update or no?
He did it last night.
Last night.
Oh, okay.
Moron.
I didn't see it.
I was wondering why he did it. Then I realized it's because he's doing the pod from the office today. So Frank got ahead of it. So if you didn't see the standing boards and you're totally in the dark about what the standings are right now because you don't have access to the internet, but you're watching this on the internet, you can check out on Frank's Twitter the tweet from last night. I mean, X, the post from last night. All right, Mikey, do you want to start or should I start?
I'll start because I stink at it. Washington minus 10.5, Purdue plus 8.5, TCU minus 1.5, Virginia Tech plus 14.5, Appalachian State minus 1.5.
And Mike?
Mike's is Illinois plus 14.5, the Bulls plus 1.5, Oklahoma minus 7.5. I don't know this logo, and I don't know the other logo. So
That's awesome.
there you go.
Okay, what logos are we looking at that we don't know?
It's in your inbox DMs on.
The bottom two?
Yeah.
That looks like Akron and
Charleston.
Washington State.
Okay, there you go.
It's teamwork, boys. Okay, I'll go. I've got ECU, go Pirates, first down, ARG plus 6.5, Michigan plus 2.5, Troy for my boy Troy at plus 9.5, ASU never punt plus 6 for Logan, and San Diego State minus 7.5.
All right, I am going with Notre Dame minus 23.5. Kind of a weird game last week against Boise State, but they managed to cover at the end. Defense is starting to get better. I like Illinois plus 14.5 to not beat Ohio State, but to make that game uncomfortable.
Mikey, he said Illinois, so at the 42-minute mark, he got it forever.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that one forever.
I
Go
got Oregon
Oregon?
minus 7.5. They're just going to kill Indiana. Come on. I like Texas to get on track finally. Minus 1.5 against Oklahoma. I mean, if Arch Manning doesn't show up this week, then he's well on his way to bust him.
Yeah.
And I like Arizona plus 1.5 against BYU.
I would argue that if you get a big bag of NIL money based on a high school career and you turned out not to be an NFL talent, you're not a bust. You robbed the bank. You're a legal thief like Floyd Mayweather. So if anything, that's a blessing. You know? In the old days, you used to actually have to be good to get paid. Now you can get paid before you do a fucking thing. That's what Michael Jordan warned us about.
Look who his family is, though. So he was going to get hype when that matter even there was no NIL money.
True that, but he got the money. Mikey, NFL?
Yeah, let's do NFL. NFL, I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain. I'm going to start off.
To be more clear, Mikey, I think you're around 60% and you're in first place. So you've been super hot.
Appreciate that. I got the Bears plus 4.5 revenge game for the Bears. I don't think it's a must win. Just keep it close and look good. But Caleb Williams is going back to his hometown. He's going to have his family there. Revenge game for Tyreek Stevenson, who cost the game last year. And then Montez Sweat, obviously the team that we traded from was them. So hopefully we get a little spark there and the Bears are mad. So plus 4.5. The Cowboys minus 3. The Chargers minus 4.5 because the Dolphins stink. The Jaguars minus 1.5. They could be 5-0. I like the Lions a lot, or the Jags a lot this year. And then the Colts minus 6.5 because I think the Cardinals are terrible. So there you go. And then
Do you want to? Yeah.
you want me to go?
Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
DeFrisco, Bears plus 4.5, Giants plus 7.5, Browns plus 5.5, Titans plus 4.5, Colts minus 6.5.
Okay. Frank, just so you know, DeFrisco, and for anybody that doesn't know who we're talking about, Mike DeFrisco, follow him. Great man of many talents, and helps run all this shit for us. He informed me, Frank, that again, Mikey doesn't have a single pick this week that isn't trailing either you or me. So for 2 weeks straight, he somehow is just getting access to our picks early and picking which ones he likes the most. The guy won't make his own picks, and he's in first place. Very smart, Mike.
The guy with the winning record.
Very smart.
Picks from the guys with the losing records.
I can't prove it yet, but I know what you're doing, boy. NFL. First pick is the obvious one, which is you got to just pick against the Jets. Like, no matter what, who cares what the spread is? So taking the Broncos minus 7.5, not to mention they're playing in Europe. So who knows if the Jets even make it to the fucking stadium. Colts minus 7 versus the Cardinals. After seeing Frank's animated reliving of last week, I feel pretty confident. Obviously, the Colts have been hot. Cowboys minus 3 at the Panthers. I think that kind of speaks for itself. I don't really understand why the Cowboys aren't laying more points, so I felt comfortable in that. Patriots minus 3.5 at the Saints. I mean, if they can play Buffalo, I think they're going to be all right with New Orleans. And then, like Mikey said, Jags minus 1.5 against the Seahawks. Seahawks have been very up and down, as a Seahawk will do. So I feel like the Jags are just going to fucking eat them.
All right, I am going like Jenks. Just pick against the Jets.
That's a good idea.
I'm going with the Chargers against Dolphins. Dolphins just brutal. They just fucking suck. I'm going with the Ravens. You know, maybe I'm stubborn. I know Lamar Jackson's going to be out.
We can confirm.
But 7.5 against the Rams. Eventually, they're going to realize they got Derrick Henry. It's going to click for the Ravens. Are Ravens going to be done, finished before we even get to October 15th? I don't think so.
I apologize for my ignorance, but what's the Lamar timeline? Does anybody know?
I think he's
Week
back.
to week. He's going to be out like 2 to 3 weeks.
He'll be back to play the Bears.
That's what I thought. He'll be back to play the Bears.
It's a hamstring injury, so it's not like it's just the pain tolerance with that.
I have the Rams for defense and fantasy, so I'll just keep them if Lamar's not playing.
And so I'm taking the Ravens. Chiefs also like not like clicking, and I know the Lions have looked really good, but you know I believe that game's in Arrowhead on a Sunday night. I think we're going to have the Chiefs just win the game because I can't see them. I can't see the Chiefs going to 2-4.
Yeah, but can you not see Dan Campbell getting his fucking team ready for a primetime game against the Chiefs? Man, I'm surprised you that game. I'm surprised you picked on, Frank. Just like touched it at all. The Chiefs they're so unpredictable. No, like you just don't know.
I just like the Chiefs this week. I really like the Chiefs.
All right, well, let's see. It'll be a great pick if you win it. I'll be very impressed.
And I think the Commanders are going to win by a field goal, and that's a 4.5 point spread. And I think the Bears could even win the game. But I love getting 4.5 points in that game.
Okay, so you feel like it's a pick 'em, take the points.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Mikey's at about 60%. I'm at about 56% for NFL specifically. Frank, you're just hovering over 500, and DeFrisco's just under 500. So as a group, we're actually doing pretty well.
Love that. Next up, if you guys have any questions, start dropping. Ask the Tank for Ask the Tank.
And Unnamed is coming up soon, so we gotta
there is no Unnamed show this week.
Never mind. Disregard.
Just check the update. And then tune in tomorrow to Frank Walks featuring Alan Hahn. Talk some basketball. Basketball season's coming up. talk some Knicks. And it'll
Yep,
be very
we'll
For
do
good.
those
the
that-
full NBA.
Anyone
We'll
that's
do the
not in
full
New
NBA
York,
in the next
uh,
couple of weeks.
sorry, Frank. I just want to say for anybody not in New York, if you don't know who Alan Hahn is, he's all over television. He's all over ESPN radio. You'll see him on all kinds of programming. Most importantly, though, he's part of the Knicks coverage all season. So he really knows the Knicks inside and out. And he and Frank did a great breakdown. We filmed it a while ago, but it was after the Knicks had picked up Mike Brown and there hadn't been any significant moves since. So it's good, really good quality analysis, kind of talking about the Knicks ceiling this year and other NBA stuff.
100%. And then double streams. Frank, you want to talk about it really quick?
Yeah, we'll be doing them eventually. They just got to line up at the right time.
It'll be
would do
Tuesday,
tonight.
Wednesday away games will be the sweet spot.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's go to Ask the Tank. Frank, is Jack Hughes scoring tonight?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
Live.
What's up,
So
Lars?
How we doing, bud? You good?
In the rubbing room.
Oh
Rubbing
yeah, rocking the rubbing room. No big deal.
You fucking in that shirt?
What's
you look
that?
good. You look like Les Grossman.
I thought you
To
meant
a
like
T.
less gross.
No,
Yeah,
no. You know from Tropic Thunder,
I
Tom
do,
Cruise.
yeah.
Yeah. Work on that dance. Sorry, guys. I love that.
He's the best. Frank, who wins the Metro Division this season?
The Metro, I think it's Carolina Hurricanes.
Frank,
I
hypothetically,
already told you. I think the Carolina Hurricanes are gonna be in the Stanley Cup final.
hypothetically speaking, would you welcome or hate Belichick coaching the Dolphins?
Good question.
I think right now Belichick is damaged goods. You need someone young and dynamic to build something, not someone who's just going to come in there and try to fix. You can't fix what the Dolphins are right now. You can't fix it with the current players. You can't fix it with the current roster. You need a long-term rebuild, and the 72-year-old coach is not a long-term solution.
Frank, who smokes more spliffs, Jenks or Mike McDaniel?
I don't know if Mike McDaniel even. I think Mike McDaniel's moved on to harder stuff. So,
All right, Frank, who's the NFL MVP so far?
Just for the record, Frank has literally said that to me many times.
Baker Mayfield.
I like that a lot.
Respect to Baker, fucking winner.
Do the Jaguars have a chance, Frank?
They look good. They look good. I don't think they have a chance to win the Super Bowl, but I think they have a chance to maybe make a nice little run in the AFC. I still like the Bills. But I think the Jaguars right now are the favorite. Although the Colts off to a good start. I like the Jaguars better than like the Colts, to tell you the truth.
Me too.
I think the Colts good start is a little bit of Fugazi. They haven't played.
I knew
They
that was
played a lot of bad teams. The Colts.
little fugazi.
They played a lot of bad teams.
Frank, who's your favorite NHL non-Devils player?
Of all time,
Is what?
you know, a guy I liked, never played for the Devils, was Chris Simon. Bruising, long hair, forward, the old-fashioned goon. Another player that I always liked, always liked Brett Hall.
Frank, do you like Simon and Garfunkel?
They're all right.
Julio down by the schoolyard?
But that wasn't Simon and Garfunkel.
God damn
This
it,
is Simon.
Jenks. Fucking idiot. Sorry, go ahead, Mikey.
Garfunkel was just there for the name. Simon was the talent. All right. Frank,
It's funny. Is, Paul Simon actually had a better career than Simon Garfunkel.
that's what I
One
just
of
said.
the last albums, you could tell what was going on with the band because it's basically, and Paul Simon's a small guy. The album cover is literally Paul Simon standing in front of Garfunkel. All you see is Garfunkel's white boy fro.
White boy
love
fro.
that.
Slip
White boy fro.
sliding
You had a white boy
away.
fro, right?
Is that song both of them or just Simon?
I think that was both of them.
Sliding away.
I think that was both of them.
I like that one.
Frank, will you play in the dozen this year?
Yep, I'm going to be on Gruden's team whenever that starts.
What's wrong with the Ravens? Defense stinks. Roquan Smith is a fraud.
The
They've
quarterback's
had a
hurt.
tough schedule. Their defense
Yeah, they
hasn't
were 1-3 before
performed
that.
well.
Derrick Henry,
Derrick
with, like,
Henry keeps
30
fumbling,
fumbles.
and they've had some injuries.
Who are the top 5 head coaches you want for next season?
I'd say number one's Chris Shula.
Oh,
One day, Mikey, we're gonna have to make sure that Frank doesn't base all of his medical decisions like Uncle Junior, and just try to get like a doctor named John F. Kennedy, or he'll be like, the doctor's name is Dr. Zonka. I have to go to Dr. Zonka. We're gonna be like,
Tony
Frank,
But
he
Jenks-
specializes in wrist injuries, and
But
you
Jenks-
have a disease. Yes.
But Jenks, Chris Shula is the defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams.
I wasn't arguing Shula. I'm worried about other things, but okay.
And he is actually Don Shula's grandson.
I
Really?
And
No way.
additionally, I would like to hire somebody from the Rams organization to be the general manager.
Just anyone, like a ticket salesman.
Well, Sean McVay.
Someone who's worked with McVay.
Yeah.
I want somebody who's worked on a team that's been good in the last 5-10 years. One of the top assistants, whether it be Kansas City, Buffalo, anyone in that type of front office. Yes, the one person who has to go is Chris Greer.
Don't say
Now they're
Kansas
talking that Chris Greer might get another coach. If he gets another fucking coach, another fucking draft, the draft picks he gets are awful. Kenneth Grant is awful. Job Robinson is awful.
You know who they need, Frank? You know who your number one choice should be? Your number one pick should be the absolute no-brainer to go in there, clean house. Greer should be out too. Let him do the GM, head coach, run the whole fucking thing. John Gruden.
Yeah.
They need that attitude.
Yeah.
Make them practice. Make them work. Make them take their job seriously.
John Gruden would. Oh my God.
It is clear that Mike McDaniel is going to be the fall guy, and it's going to happen in the next couple of weeks.
The fans aren't going to accept that. I think
they're
everyone's
not.
on the same page as you of what at this point everyone's asking, what does Greer have on this guy? And I saw one tweet, to be like Frank, just using random reply guys as my source, that said he knows what happened with the Brian Flores stuff, and with all the legal stuff, Ross has to keep him close.
And that was another mess. That was his hire. He should have gone out with Flores.
I think you need for
Out
Greer to
away.
go. I think you need Ross to be taken down. I think the whole castle has to come.
But even if that's the case, like even if they think like that, they think like, oh, we can't fire Chris Greer because of the Brian Flores.
Then if
thing.
that's the case, your organization is dysfunctional. It's not working. And something the NFL needs to step in. Because you can't win with Chris Greer. He all he wants to do is get receivers and running backs. All you need is speed. He doesn't even draft the right quarterback. He doesn't even draft the right players. Yeah. He doesn't have a clue about the trenches.
I mean, if you guys get blown out by the Chargers, who you guys had a chance to take in Justin Herbert, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you guys are kind of fucked.
Yeah, what Artie McFly says, the Dolphins' culture it needs a whole new culture. That is the issue. It's the culture. It's the culture, and Greer is the culture, and that's why you need to get back the old logo. Because you know what, that logo that they have, the Nike logo, the dead fish logo, the flaccid, flat,
Not a fish.
crappy logo, represents nothing but failure.
So true. Frank or Jenks, is it the next year?
It just might be.
It just might be. Just might be.
I am collaborating with Professor Fleming on an NBA preview. I will directly be addressing the entire NBA as well as the Knicks. But all jokes aside, as a lifetime Knicks fan that's suffered through a lot, this is, in my memory, even more so than the late 90s, early 2000s, the most realistic they are a title contender entering the season moment I've ever felt. There's a million variables, but the way they're constructed right now, they have a legitimate chance. Doesn't mean they're favorites, but they have a legitimate chance. And I'll also say this, I am old school. I think that the Suns hopefully ended the super team era. And I really, as much as I love him as a player, don't want Giannis coming to the Knicks for some big package and they start trying to put another superstar that's won a championship on an already established team. Let's keep the continuity. Let's try to win this thing the right way as a group. And let's not just blow the whole thing up to, have the on paper perfect thing.
I agree. 1,000%.
And Giannis to the Bulls, hopefully, for Mikey.
Giannis to the Bulls are going to stink. And I was going to protest going to the games. You know that? And then Big Cat said I have to go to the Rose Bundle. So now I got to go to 5. So I don't got it. I'm excited to go. I'm very excited to go. But retirement night, I can't wait to see Derrick Rose retire his jersey. I think I'm going to cry.
Did you do that last year?
No, Frank, this is what the thing. The fucking Reinsdorf,
they did an appreciation night. They're turning it into like it's like
everybody into it being a retirement night. Then this year he did a retirement night. Fine, I get that. But now what he did is they did a 5-game bundle. So it's like the 5-game Rose bundle. So you go to 5 games and you get like a Derrick Rose bobblehead in a green jersey, red jersey, black jersey, white jersey, and red jersey. So 5 games.
I'm a sucker for that. I'm
a sucker for
David Wright games for the Mets. They had David Wright retirement day, and then they had the David Wright bobblehead. Last year they had the Dwight Gooden retirement day, and then they had the Dwight Gooden bobblehead.
I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah, Mikey, I fall for that. So
with each passing year of you having to put up with this motherfucker, all I ask is for you to keep an open mind because people can change. That's one of the things we forgot as Americans is you don't have to say something and then just die on that hill no matter what. You can learn new information, change. Let me finish, Mikey. Let me finish. Maybe Jerry Reinsdorf picked Jerry Krause over Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, 6 out of 8-year NBA championship dynasty, the most popular, profitable team in the world, because he just wanted his little spreadsheet to look better for that fiscal year. That's who I think Jerry Reinsdorf is, and that's why I think we didn't see the Bulls win 5 titles in a row on the back end of Jordan's career. All because of that motherfucker. He took the greatest athlete of all time, and he threw him out the window to save a couple $1 million. The fact that he doesn't get more shit for that, and people like you back him up on it, is insane. As a Chicagoan, you should be ashamed.
That's the problem. That's the problem is Jerry Krause died knowing that they would not win in 1999. He knew that. And the
what
delusion
are you talking about? The Spurs won. The Bulls would have won.
If he played one more year,
Knicks made the finals.
Jordan's record would have been 6-1, or he wouldn't have even made the finals. It would have sucked. They knew that was their last year.
Clearly didn't watch a lot of Jordan back in the day.
That was their last year. They couldn't do it anymore. And that was that for them. The Spurs, 1999. Jerry Krause saved the Bulls from embarrassment in 1999 and in 2000.
This is just so. I'm a Knicks fan and I'm disgusted. I'm enraged. He's just rage baiting. He's rage baiting, Frank. He's rage baiting.
It's the truth, Frank. You got to accept it. That's the thing is, you either live long enough to die.
I will say this.
Be a villain.
You live long enough to
die a villain.
Yeah, Mikey, just leave it there. We'll put that on your tombstone.
If Krause died in 97, everyone would be like, this guy's a
hero.
Bulls
may not have made the finals in 99. I'll grant you that.
Thank you.
They wouldn't have made the finals? You think the Knicks would have knocked them off?
No.
Maybe.
The Knicks won the conference.
Yeah, maybe they would.
The Bulls didn't make the playoffs that year. I think the Bulls...
The Bulls lost the whole roster. Look at their 99 roster.
The Knicks were the 8th seed.
No, but why are you talking about the Bulls' 99 record? That is nothing to do with the 98
said in 99 they did not make the playoffs. So if Jordan's playing there, they make the playoffs. The Knicks get bumped out.
No, but Frank, I'm saying if Jordan stays, that means they also had Phil Jackson. They would also have Pippen. They'd probably still have Rodman. They would still have their team. So it's a different world. You don't be a cheap fuck.
I think the Pacers would have. I think the Pacers would have skunked them.
Oh my God, this is you guys.
It took them 7 games.
They lost to the Knicks in 6 games, man.
Well, that
Jordan would shit on their faces again.
That was an upset for the generations.
You never know. See, that's the thing. Jordan could have got knocked out in the
But I don't
playoffs.
think that's embarrassing, Mikey. I don't think.
No, that would have tarnished his career.
No, it wouldn't have.
Jordan,
It didn't
yeah.
tarnish Larry Bird's career. It didn't
Larry
tarnish.
Bird is not the
It
greatest player
didn't
of all
tarnish
time.
anyone's career.
Mikey's just rage baiting, Frank. He knows.
Larry
right.
Bird's
It
not the
didn't
greatest
tarnish
player of all time.
Kobe's career when he finally lost to the Mavericks.
Jordan went to the Wizards and it didn't tarnish his career. Only
Yeah, but
morons think it does.
Kobe's big thing though was getting past the Shaq thing, and then he finally did, and everyone was like, "Okay, finally he got over the Shaq thing." You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because he lost to the Mavericks. Everyone knew that Kobe was going down right after 2012.
And I got news for you.
Like Kobe's career is definitely
Lakers
tarnished.
would have found a coach. The Lakers would have found a coach and would eventually have won a championship 2000, 2001.
Recording here.
Well, we've been an hour. We're over an hour anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm
But
getting.
I don't
booted.
think Frank had one rant. Beautiful.
No, yeah, this is. I
I
mean,
did have a rant.
What a blessing.
yeah, he did have a Chris Greer rant.
Nothing
That's-
too bad though. Nothing too
But-
bad.
All right, boys and boys, we will, and boys and girls. Actually, we'll see you guys next week.
The next time we see you, hopefully Frank has a brand new phone. Wish us luck. He's going into
I mean,
the
I
Yeah,
think the next
I need-
time
I
we
need
see- the next
thoughts.
time we get on,
Players.
I think the Dolphins are gonna have a brand new coach.
All right, perfect. New iPhone, new coach. This week is going to be very tough for Fleming Enterprises trying to get Frank adjusted to the Apple iPhone. So please pray for us. Prayers, PRAYERS, prayers. Thank you. And we will see you guys next week.
Also, pray for something that has hope. No reason to waste them on me and Mikey.
True. See you next week.